Okay, so if you're part of the anti-Kale the Caulifla fan club, you can put the pitchforks and the fires on sticks down because in this episode, Kale the Caulifla are finally eliminated from the Tournament of Power. Universe 6 are now down to two fighters, the two Namekians. And I gotta say, that being said, there's a lot to go over. So we start off with Goku powering up with his Ultra Instinct, going to the max, or at least I think the max, and followed suit by Kale and Caulifla as Kefla. They powered up and they actually attained Super Saiyan 2, so another transformation used in this Tournament of Power. That being said, I'm not too sure people could play one way or the other because it did end in their elimination. And I I pitched this on Tuesday. It made all the sense in the world. However, I did not expect Goku to. I don't think he had as much trouble. Although the part of the complications of using Ultra Instinct is there is a time limit, and Goku has, and Ultra Instinct does rely on stamina. So that's a fact in this episode. So we start off with a hellacious power up between Kefla and Goku powering up to Ultra Instinct, and this ultimately shakes the tournament arena to the point where everybody's concerned that this could shred everything if they clash. So that's and another thing that we said was it was Kefla's power that actually awoke was the trigger, much like the Genki Dama. Over was pretty much as strong as the Genki Dama that triggered Goku's Ultra Instinct the first time. So that was the trigger for the second time. So I'm pretty sure I'm not too sure people are gonna like that, but that was the explanation given, and I get it because they're still hyping up Kefla even though she's eliminated. Technically speaking, they separated after Goku unleashed the Kamehameha at the end, and during the fight, it looked like Goku was slowing down with his Ultra Instinct because there were certain attacks were landing when it comes to the energy blast, but other than that, Kefla wasn't doing anything to Goku, which you could argue he wasn't given any trouble, but at the same time he had a small time limit to eliminate Kefla. So I'll leave that for you to decide. That being said, Kefla came in with the energy blast. Goku dodged on some OP shit, and she missed. She almost fell off the ledge like on some clumsy shit. Kefla was throwing punches. Goku was dodging like a boss. Obviously, the Ultra Instinct. And Vegeta sees this, and he notices the way that Goku's maneuvering and actually avoiding the hits kind of reminds him of the speech that Whis gave him and Vegeta back during the resurrection of F arc, where Whis told him to master the movements without trying to think about it so much. That's what Whis told him, and it also implied that Beerus hadn't even been able to do that. And yet again, obviously the other gods of destruction saved surveying this. This is the second time he's achieved it, and it's a form that not even the gods themselves can achieve. So there had to be a limitation. My question to you is, what's going to be the determining factor? Because if this is how powerful Goku is now, just think of how much more powerful he's going to get once he gets used to this form. He's not even used to this form. He even said when he threw a punch. By the way, he threw a bunch of interesting moves. He unleashed a shockwave that sent Kefla flying. Although I have to give Kefla credit for her toughness, but other than that, it's like Goku's attacks were like weakening throughout the fight. So you could be the judge on that. So it's like they're kind of like damage control in the situation with Goku losing power, but at the same time not being able to finish Kefla off until the very end. So, well, Goku's really put some nice moves. The barrage of punches were actually the Ryu shot from episode 110. Unfortunately, Kefla was not able to dodge these attacks, and it landed and a significant amount of damage. Kefla was still in the fight, put up some really nice energy blasts. By the way, the animation was A class. Regardless of what you think about Kefla, the animation, the effort was there. Grade A stuff. And there's one particular part where Kefla was coming in with the energy blast, and Goku dodged, like on some limbo type stuff, where he just he arched back and he dodged the energy blast, and then I think he used his glare. I'm not too sure. Kefla said it was a punch, but she got sent flying just with the glare of Goku. So I'm thinking he used a punch that was quicker than what we could see. So you really have to look at that scene very carefully. So Goku's pulling up some really nice stuff, and we noticed there's a limitation. You got Champa and actually the Kaioshin of Universe 6, which I thought was funny. For the first time, freaking out his entire tournament because now they're down to 2 members. Kale and Khalifa, the strongest duo, is eliminated. So now, okay, now all bets are off. The last sleep, obviously, Kefla was putting in the work, obviously with the energy blast, more like a fireworks display. And the spiral energy blast we saw in the preview, that was a final attack, almost like a combination energy blast. I like that. Although Goku at the last split second dodged the attack when he was like coming in with the Kamehameha. He's coming into Kefla, and as he was doing that, he was launching the Kamehameha. He dodged the initial energy blast like a boss. That was a nice little touch. And then close range, unleashed the Kamehameha. Kefla no chance of dodging, and eliminated. And just like that, splits into 2. And just like that, the focus is now, when it comes to Universe 6, on the 2 Namekians. And I don't know if they can handle Gohan and Piccolo right now. I really don't know. At the very least, hopefully Piccolo gets a new technique. I've heard people say Piccolo's going to get a new transformation. I don't think so. But I wouldn't mind seeing him get a new technique, or at least a new power up at the very least. Gohan, self-explanatory. He's going to be one of the final representatives of Universe, especially if the preview is any indication of where Universe 7 goes next. When it comes to Universe 7, I think Gohan's going to be one of the final representatives. Android 18, obviously last week she got an injury to the leg. That was done on purpose because I think that's going to be the way she gets eliminated. And if not for Krillin, she would have been eliminated already. So I'll leave for the user to decide. Next week's going to focus on Universe 2. So place your bets. Is it going to be Universe 2 or Universe 6 that goes next? I pitched this a while back, a couple of weeks ago actually, maybe a month ago. I think to play with people's expectations and to see what the reaction of Goku, Vegeta, and Beerus will be to have Universe 6 erased next. And I think that might happen. Especially if, obviously, Goku has a connection now with Kale and Caulifla. Vegeta, we know, has a connection with Kabe. And obviously, Beerus and Champa are twins, even though they don't get along. But we'll find out how much of a reaction he gets from Beerus once he gets erased. Bonos looks very, very calm, even though you don't want to freaking out. And she was actually praising Goku by saying, oh, even though Kale and Caulifla's speed and strength are impressive, Goku's able to dodge is even greater. So that should be a clear indicator where Goku lies. Vegeta says he's going to master the Ultra Instinct mode, and I can guarantee, if not in this arc, he's going to get it down the line. And if Vegeta doesn't get a power-up, what's going to stand up against Jiren? Because right now, Goku, he can't keep doing this over and over again, because Frieza's like, I'm going to need you to keep working for me. So he can't, in the shape he's in right now, he cannot unleash Ultra Instinct right now. And the 17 minutes before the Tournament of Power ends. So we either get a father-son duo against Jiren, or there's going to be a fusion. Because I don't see anybody else that's going to stand up to Jiren right now. He finally woke up, and it was obviously the energy of Goku that triggered it. So now, what's Jiren going to do? He's surveying the scene. It seems like he was curious about Goku's power. And that's the reason why he woke up. So we'll see. And Topo pretty much mentions, if we don't take him out now, he's only going to get better. His attacks will get more refined. And if you notice, Goku throughout this entire fight said, I can't control my attacks just yet, which means he does not have full control over his attacks in that mode. He has control over the mode, but he doesn't have control over his attacks. So that's going to play a role. Maybe that's going to be where the final battle leads. If Jiren is to be taken down, if he's not, then all bets are off. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Love this episode. I know the anti-Kale and Caulifla fans are going to love this even more. Like I said, you can put the pitchforks down. They're eliminated, so there's no reason to bitch and complain all over the place. So like this video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball Super. Catch you guys later. Bye.